Hi, fans of high-quality entertainment. I bet you don't own any of these albums, except maybe one or two. So once again, I'm showing you 12 albums that I just picked up. Some were $1 and some were $5. Let me know which of these you have. And let's start with a Canadian band. I remember seeing this in record stores, not sure when this came out, but late 60s, very early 70s. And the cover always reminded me of Led Zeppelin 2. It is Lighthouse, Piecing It All Together, P-E-A-C-I-N-G. And they were a kind of similar to Chicago, horns and guitars and everything. And they had some hits. They were pretty popular in Canada, and they had, I think, some success in the States and elsewhere. There's the band. And I'm gonna guess Atlantic, Led Zeppelin. No, it was RCA. RCA, records and tapes. Oh, okay, there's a, okay. War would take them all. Love can save them all. The young lighthouse plays for peace. I won't read all of that. Very cool. Yeah, let me know if you have this album. It's the whole point of this video. Next up, a member of the Moody Blues, Graham Edge Band, Adrian Gervitz, Paradise Ballroom. That's a lot of. So I don't know why. Feature. Okay, it says featuring. I get it. A little confusing. Now, Graham was the drummer for, of course, the Moody Blues. I gotta be careful here on YouTube. I love the Moody Blues, but I've never checked out any of their solo albums. There's Graham Edge. No idea. I know the Moody Blues were on Durham, I believe. Oh, this is London Records. Looks in good condition. And reminds me, of course, of the Rolling Stones. They were on London. Yeah, if you have this album, let me know what you think of it. And as always, please remember, if you enjoy these series, I do enjoy making them. Remember to give a thumbs up. Now this isn't complete, sadly. If I remember, I'll have a picture here of the envelope. This is once again another Canadian band. They had much more success than Lighthouse did. So this is the inner sleeve. It's the Guess Who Artificial Paradise. This is the envelope. And this is once you open it up. And it's kind of similar to Jethro Tull's Thick as a Brick. Lots of humor and craziness. And a very good album. And then inside, there's more. There's a letter. lyrics on the back. I actually did have this on vinyl a few years back, and sometimes I'm too nice. I gave it to someone, and I kind of regret it now. I also gave that person the Who Live at Leeds with all of the inserts and everything. And you get all this, like I said, kind of zany and reminds me of Thick as a Brick in a way. Just all the crazy humor. Of course, they're on RCA. Nimbus, yeah, Nimbus 9. All hashed out. I wonder what they were smoking. All right, next up, I'm sure some of you have this artist. I never bought any of the Alan Parsons Project's albums. Not that, you know, I've have heard some of their songs and like them, but I just never got into them. Eve. Is there? No idea what label. Custom label Arista, which reminds me, of course, of Lou Reed. Big Lou Reed fan. Oh, please, if you aren't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. I never actually say that. I should, once in a blue moon. All right, this one. Once again, I never bought the Spans albums. They didn't really make too many. I think 2 or 3. This is their first. I did like the hit singles from it. Men at Work, Business as Usual. Although I thought this was in color, or maybe this is just a different version of it. There's the band. Lyrics. No idea what label. It's on the Columbia label. Blue Oyster Cult, Simon and Garfunkel, James Taylor, I think, and a few others. By this time, I loved this artist's early albums, and then by this time, it's like, forget it, I'm done. Although, I did like some of his singles. This is Rod Stewart doing his Elvis impersonation. Body Wishes. It's upside down. Was there a hit single from this? Because none of the songs actually stand out to me. Atlantic, is he on? There he is in his kilt. And oh, Warner Brothers. I think I've had this before, but this only cost me $1, and I just wanted to show it again to say, and also say that in the 70s, early 80s, you heard them all the time. And you get so tired of, you know, the popularity of some artists like Phil Collins in the 80s and just so overplayed. But still, I like a lot of his songs. It's Kenny Rogers. Greatest Hits. And of course, he was with the first edition on Liberty. This album I actually bought around the time it was released, and I don't know, I didn't dislike it, but I didn't really like it either. It was just okay. But I listened to it 2 or 3 years. I think I had it on CD at one point. I just didn't play it that much, but it was a very good album. I liked it more recently than when I bought it in the 70s. The Edgar Winter Group, Shock Treatment. There. Lots of talent in that band. And there's a cool shot of Edgar Winter. His brother's not too bad either. Good old Johnny. No idea what label. Epic. Holy crap. And I wasn't looking on the album cover. I wasn't cheating, but it is. It's on Epic. Well, isn't that epic? All right. This is an album produced by one of my all-time favorite artists, and the band is one of my all-time favorite 70s bands. But by this time, even when this album came out, even though it was produced by the artist I love a lot, I had no interest in buying it. But I have heard it since then, and it's okay. It's Grand Funk Railroad, produced by Frank Zappa. Good singing, good playing. I do like the album cover, though. It's cool. On Capitol. Oh, by this time they were with MCA Records. Another dollar record. I just got it to see the songs on it. K-tel, Powerhouse, 20 original hits. Henry Gross, Styx, and Andrea True Connection, Daryl Hall and John Oates, George Baker and Dorothy Moore. Moonlight Feels Right, Shannon, of course. More, Sing a Song. Love Really Hurts Without You, Billy Ocean. Sweet Thing, Rufus, featuring Chaka Khan. Get Closer, Seals and Crofts. Tell Me, by Airlift. Star Baby by the Guess Who. I Love Music, OJ's, Get Up and Boogie, Silver Convention, Living for the Weekend, OJ's, Misty Blue, Dorothy Moore, Love is the Drug, Roxy Music, I'm Easy, Ron Negrina, You Girl, Major Hoople's Boarding House, Sarah Smile by Hall & Oates, Lorelia by Styx, Wake Up Everybody by Harold Melvin and Paloma Blanca by George Baker Selection. It's on the k-tel label. That was a good guess. This is another Moody Blues album, and I've got these albums on CD. I love the Moody Blues, the early years. And this is, once again, one of the just really cool album covers. In Search of the Lost Chord. I'm sure some of you have this. And this might be my favorite Moody Blues album. Gatefold. Durham, ooh, yeah, Durham label. Unless it's warped. Yeah, a little scratch there. There's the Durham label. Now this last one, I was very happy to find it for $5. I wonder if this is maybe worth more than $5. It is Donovan, Wear Your Love Like Heaven, and it's still in its wrapper. There's the back. I love Donovan. I have about 20, more than 20 of his albums. It's on the Epic label. And it's dirty, but it's otherwise it's in good condition on Epic. And I did a video a few months back. In case you haven't seen it, I do have this. So that's one of 2 albums that were in the double album, A Gift from a Flower to a Garden. And I've got this box set that came out a couple of years ago, and it's signed inside by Donovan, and it's got everything from the original, and they've done it, just try to do it as perfectly as the release from the 60s. And if I remember, I'll have the video here somewhere if you want to watch that. And that is it. Thank you for watching. I kind of worry about making these videos too long, and I know some of you enjoy the longer videos and some don't have the patience, right? So if you have watched all the way through, please, first of all, thank you. Please remember to thumbs up the video. If you ever see the hype at the bottom of my videos and you enjoy my videos, please hype it. If you don't like the video, then don't hype it. And that is it. I'll be back in a week or 2 with more of I Bet You Don't Own Any of These Albums. Goodbye. Have a great day.